Hello and welcome to Cars Like Your Car Brochure channel. In today's episode we'll be looking at a 1987 UK brochure for the Fiat Fiorino. Welcome back, and if you're new to Cars Like, we're a car brochure channel here on YouTube looking at car brochures from around the world for the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s, and sometimes beyond that as well. So if you're interested in cars and car brochures, please consider subscribing. I put the brochure straight on there to be looking at. This is a UK brochure, like I said at the start, May 1987, so that'll make it the first generation Fiat Fiorino. Particularly like these little vans, originally called the Fiat 127 Fiorino because it's based on that Series 2 Fiat 127. In the UK we just got one engine choice actually, the 1049cc, which is obviously the engine size featured in this particular brochure. It came out in 1977, 79 though before the right hand drives became available for the UK market. Front cover just shows a little bit of a sneak peek of the Fiorino. By far my favourite of the Fiat Fiorinos is these early ones. I know you can still buy them today, can't they? But they don't look nothing like these. But the Series 1 or the first generation is, in my opinion, the best looking of them all. And yeah, it's just a van, so who cares? But still, a good looking van. We normally look at cars on the channel, but occasionally we do look at vans, and this is one of those times. Anyway, let's open the brochure up and have a look at this interesting little van. So this is a fold out brochure, as you can see, in the same sort of style as the passenger Fiat at this time. A little bit of a text running across in this fold out style with little images down one side. We'll start by looking at the text and then we'll have a closer look at some of these images. First of all, we get this grey band with this sort of heading, the Fiat Fiorino. Little bit of a description: rugged, practical, with economy. 8825 cubic foot of load space, 420 kilogram payload and a 5-speed gearbox. And then text wise it's telling us every small business needs a van it can rely on, like the Fiat Fiorino, a practical, reliable and versatile commercial. The Fiorino is a van with personality. It's a van with excellent payload. You get over 8 CWT in its 8825 cubic feet. And there's room for more on the streamlined cab roof rack. Easy and economical to drive in traffic, the 1049cc overhead cam engine gives over 30 miles per gallon around town. On the open road, the 5-speed gearbox offers you performance with a comfortable top speed of 78 miles per hour. So it wasn't exactly quick, was it? But just a 1049cc engine after all. The Fiorino's full of thoughtful little extras to make life and loading easier. The load space is designed with vertical sides so you can use every inch of space. And a low floor combined with 120-degree opening doors makes loading very easy. You'll find lots of load securing points, and for extra safety there's a sectional mesh bulkhead complete with head restraints. But while the Fiorino's a reliable and tough working vehicle, we don't forget the creature comforts. The seats have cloth inserts, the controls are all easy to operate, and there's plenty of legroom in the cab. The Fiat Fiorino, the small business van that's big on hard work. Then it's going to introduce the van, showing us inside the van. So it's telling us it's got vertical sides, telling us again about the load space areas, how much it carries, and it says doors checked at 90 degrees or a full 120. One level low floor makes loading and unloading easy. Door catches have large, easy to operate pull rings. and you can just about make out those little pull rings on the doors there. And there's no doubt it is a useful space, very low floor, big square, because it's basically just a box designed at the back there, so it is certainly a very useful load space, and these really great doors and how far they swing open, so I can understand it would be a very useful van. And then on the inside, yeah, pretty basic really for 87, but I think it's pretty much what you would expect on a van of this time. Soft grip wheel, fingertip controls and clear fascia all add to safety. And we've got these cloth seat inserts, head restraints on removable bulkhead for extra safety. And yeah, it is an unusual place for that headrest to be on that sort of bulkhead, isn't it? Not attached to the seat at all. And yeah, this is quite an interesting sort of, almost looks quite a nice little style type thing. Almost reminds me of sort of a ranchero type design. Anyway, the cab roof rack is aerodynamically shaped with strap anchorages. So yeah, you could put these extra things on this useful little bit of a roof area, but I think it also looks very nice as well up there. And then we've got these extensive strong securing points for load protection and added safety. Holes in the sides, in other words, but certainly there is lots of them. So there is lots of securing points within the van to hold things down. And then when we do flip the brochure the opposite way around, yes, we do get a proper image of the full van. If you remember at the start, we just kind of like had a look at this front end, but once we fold it out, we can see the full design. And like I say, by far my favourite Fiorino design, these first ones. And like I said, that lovely little load area on the roof there, and this big box on the back, making a very practical shape. But not only that, it kind of like looks good. In my opinion, it's a really good looking van. The little 1050 badge, I don't know if you can make it out, maybe I might have to zoom in a little bit further to see that. There you go, there's a little 1050 badge on there, and sort of very sort of simple wheels, sort of steel wheels with these caps in the centre. And like with most brochures, we do get a technical sort of specification list, which we'll certainly have a look at, dimensions, and even a little dealer stamp that we'll finish with. But let's start with the technical data. Okay, so the technicals, that engine, like I say, the 1049 4-cylinder engine, 50 bhp at 5,600 rpm. And there's various other information, compression ratios, carburation, valve actuation, rack and pinion steering and turning circle. So, you know, if you do want to study any more, of course you can pause the screen. But let's move down. We've got independent suspension brakes, front discs, rear drums, which we'd expect at this time really on these type of vehicles. Gearbox, 5-speed though, which is nice. Final drive ratio, wheel size and tyres. And we've also got some information about the gross vehicle weight, the curb weight, the maximum load capacity, payload, maximum trailer towing capacity and body load volume. And also various other dimensions before we get to the specifications. So it tells us that it's got a PVC underbody protection, plastic front wheel arch liners, heated rear window, inertia reel seat belts and a large twin door mirrors, as well as those unusual head restraints, cloth insert seats and door panels, cab floor rubbing mats, rear window protection bars, removable sectional bulkhead, side body protection mouldings, removable cab roof rack, load securing holes, rear floor drainage holes, centre wheel trims, a cigar lighter and a 2-speed heater. And also we have these nice little diagrams showing the dimensions. But if we move down further, we do indeed have a nice dealer stamp. This one, HWS High Fine Limited, London Road, Westcliff-on-Sea, Essex. I don't know if any of you remember this particular dealership. We've also got the Fiat UK address, as well as the date at the bottom there. If we can just about make out there, May 1987. So there we go, the little Fiat Fiorino. Do you remember these? I kind of remember rust was a bit of an issue with them in the UK. I'm sure they fared far better in the warmer climates of Europe, and in Europe they also got different variations with windows in there, etc. Was it like a camper conversion as well? I'm kind of like thinking of, but certainly a very interesting van, and certainly my favourite of these Fiorinos. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today. Please do like and subscribe if you've not done already, and we'll see you very soon. So I'll say take care and goodbye.